Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Mwah. This is for you. Now, did you want to know the secrets to jaw-dropping booty?
Yes!
How do you get that? Stay till the end because I will give you the moves that you need to transform that glute and make head turns. Let's get started. So this is a total about 6 exercises, all targeting the glutes and different muscle groups of that area. First step is a hip thrust. I would suggest to start off with no weight, just a bar and in the Smith machine, just because I have done it both ways, free weight and Smith machine, and to be honest, just the Smith machine helps you in every way for you to be stable. If you do have a Smith machine, I would say use it. So the most important thing about a hip thrust is you want to make sure that you're lifting with the hips, not necessarily the back. Now pushing down with your heels, like if you're trying to push the ground down, which means that it's going to automatically bring your hips up. Now your feet, you want to have them at a 90-degree angle. You want to open up your legs a bit, almost like in a sumo squat position. Point your toes out a bit and hold at the top for just a quick second. Throughout the whole movement, again, you want to focus on controlling the weight, not letting the weight control you. If you can do that, then your weight is a little bit higher. It's not about ego lifting here. Take your time. Next up is a sumo squat.
Let's go!
You will be surprised on how little movements that you make could make a big difference on that sumo squat. For example, here, you see me in the yellow and the girl in the black doing it totally different. And that's because the way that I'm doing it is activating the glutes much more. As you could see, I'm doing a sit down motion, leaning forward just a tiny bit. On the other hand, the girl in the black, she's leaning forward a bit more. Here, you're probably engaging the lower back a bit more. So the sumo is for a well-rounded glute. It targets the biggest muscle of the glute. It also does activate other muscles like the quad, the back, the hamstrings. In here is another way of you doing sumo squat with the Smith machine. Now moving on to good mornings.
Okay.
This is a great exercise because it targets the posterior chain, meaning the glutes, the hamstrings, the lower back. Now with this exercise, keeping my back straight is very important, and also doing the hip hinge, pushing the hips to the back as much as I can with little bend in the knee. Onto single leg deadlifts. This move helps with balancing, also targets the upper glute. This exercise will definitely leave you with a burn sensation on the glute. Controlling the weight, especially on the way down, is very important for me. That way I know that I'm activating that muscle to its fullest potential. Also, keeping my head aligned with my body too is very important. Instead of looking up, doesn't really make a difference, but if I would say try this and keep your head aligned as well. Keeping the weight as close as possible to my leg, just so the weight could balance out. Also, as a beginner, you're going to be tempted to move the weight a bit further from your leg, and that's totally normal. It happened to me many times. When that happens, you're going to start feeling your lower back on fire. Again, and it's thinking about the cues, remembering the cues, and readjusting yourself. It could also be that it's going to take you practice for you to get the right form, and that's totally okay. You will get there. There's also another way to do this exercise is by just holding on to something and lifting that leg. This does require a little bit more balance, and you might feel like you're falling to one side or the other. So holding to something might help. I would say this one's a little bit more challenging. Next up, we have the Bulgarian split squats. Now with these are like a hate and love relationship that I have with this exercise, but let me tell you, it works like nothing out there. So you might not gonna want to do it, but try your best to just get it over and done with. I'm telling you, you're gonna put one leg in front of you and the other one of the benches for assistance. The resting leg is just for stability, remember that. So you want the working leg to help you and be pushing through that leg and through that hip. The trick here is to lean forward a little bit, push through the heel. There's no way you're not gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it in your glutes. Towards the end, you're gonna feel like you wanna give up, trust me, but you have to keep pushing because remember, that's where the gains are made. A weight, you wanna do maybe start off with no weight and see how it goes. Finally, cable kickbacks. These are the funnest exercise that you will do. And once you are in a glute machine, you wanna strap yourself up and get ready for the movement. The trick here is to hold on to something for that stability and just having that movement in that one leg, working leg. Now, once you go up, you want to have full control, and once it's coming back down, the same thing. You don't want the weight to just pull you in. You want to make sure you're controlling that. Once you go up, you want to hold it for like a quick second and bring it back down. Never a swinging form, never just swinging back and forth. And you're going to start seeing a difference. You will thank me, trust me, trust me. This exercise does target another part of the glute, which will keep us and give us that round glute we're looking for when we combine all the exercises that we talked about through the whole video. And for our bonus is the cable kickback. This exercise also targets the largest muscle of the glute. So incorporating this one at the end of the workout is one of the best things that I do because at this time already my glute is exhausted. And I do try to go as heavy as I can, but when we're a beginner, we want to try to do maybe like 10 pounds. If we can do it with the cable machine, I suggest the ideal thing to do is with no weight in a standing or laying down position. So this whole workout should give you a well-rounded glute. The sequence of these exercises is because when I do workout, I want to make sure that I'm targeting every part of that muscle. And this workout here is exactly what it does. It targets every side of that glute, so you're able to get a round glute. That's our goal, baby. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Thanks for joining and see you next time. Bye.